Hey guys, welcome to Old School Guide. So today here I have this Moto E3 and my beloved phone Redmi 3S Prime. So we're gonna compare this if it really worth the price. This phone is really worth the price, and how do we compare this with this phone? So let's get started. Okay, this Moto E3 is priced at 8,000 rupees. It's giving competition to Redmi 3S and Redmi 3S Prime. It's in middle. Redmi 3S is 7,000 and Redmi 3S Prime is 9,000. So it's in middle. But first let's speak about Redmi 3S, not Prime, 3S. So when you compare with this phone, you get no fingerprint scanners on both the device. Both are 16 GB. Internal storage, but the pro factor about Redmi 3S is it has got 4100 mAh battery plus 13 MP camera and everything stuff similar to this Redmi 3S Prime, and this phone lacks those features. So now directly compare with this phone. So the display is bright on this Redmi 3S Prime than this Moto E3. If you're gonna compare with Redmi 3S also, same screen, same quality, but it's I don't think it's a bad display, but when directly comparing to this phone, you will see this is much brighter than this. Now speaking about the comfort of these two phones, I can carry this Redmi 3S Prime without a case. I have a dope case, but actually I hate cases, but for this Redmi 3S Prime I need to carry a case because it's slippery as hell. Whereas when you compare this to this Moto E3, this texture is super awesome. You can find a super grip with this phone. You don't have a fear of dropping this phone off, and this dimple is really nice. So the button placements on this Moto E3 is nice. There's a slight texture on this keys so that you can determine which is the volume button and which is the power lock and unlock button without seeing. But whereas this doesn't have, and the button placement on this device is nice. So let's come to camera. The camera on this phone is 13 MP and this phone is 8 MP camera. There you can see the difference. I don't need to explain more because 13 MP, and this is not a bad camera. This is actually quite surprisingly good camera, and this is a pretty much average camera. You can see the samples, camera samples and everything, and you can judge for yourself. And speaking about the front facing camera, it has got a 5 MP camera, whereas this phone has got a 5 MP camera, but the difference is this phone has a wide angle lens, whereas this feels like you're just restricted, you're contrasting in the frame. Now speaking about the volume output of these two devices, I would give a props to Moto E3 because it has got a front firing speaker, but you might think it's a dual speaker, but it's single speaker, but it's a front firing speaker. That's a great thing. Whereas Redmi has a back speaker, and the volume output isn't that great, only average, but this is quite decent. I'm liking this front facing speaker. Now speaking about the daily usage of these two devices, if you are a normal person who only text, call and do just normal browsing and playing a casual games and stuff, you can go with this device. There's nothing wrong with this, so you can take a casual photos. But if you are a heavy gamer, you cannot go with this device because it has got a MediaTek processor with 2 GB RAM, but that 2 GB RAM is not enough to play heavy games, whereas this got a 3 GB RAM and it has a Qualcomm 430 latest chipset. It runs and play games like champ, like high-end phones. It plays the games without any lag. I have done a review on this phone. You can check by clicking on this card. If you get addicted to this fingerprint scanner, you don't want to lose it because it's simple. We don't have a burden to type the password and enter a pin, a pattern. That's quite easy. And these two phones have a dual SIM phone, but the problem here is it has got a hybrid slot. That means you can insert one micro SIM and another is a nano SIM or an SD card. and this has got 2 SIM slot and a separate slot for micro SD card, which is expandable up to 32 GB. And I think if you're gonna expand this with a SD card, 128 GB, and internally you get 16 GB on this and 32 GB on this. When you compare with the Redmi 3S, same 16 GB. Now when you compare these two phones with in terms of weight, this feels pretty light, and this feels you have a phone in your hand, but this is also pretty light. But when you compare with this, it feels like superb, like there's nothing on your hand. Super. Now speaking of battery, you get a 4100 mAh battery on this device and 3500 mAh battery on this device. In terms of usage, I use this device as a daily driver. I get like around 2 days of battery easily. I am a heavy gamer on this device, and I tend to last this device like easily 2 days. And at the end of the second day, I would charge. At the end of the second day, it would be like 5% or something battery. Then I would charge. And speaking of this is also almost same, but instead of 2 days, you get like 1.5 days. And if you play heavy games, by the way, you can't play heavy games because you won't feel the pleasure of playing the games on this device because of MediaTek. Now speaking of software on this device, this has got an MIUI 7. I would like to say Xiaomi, you still didn't give MIUI 8 on this device. You promised you would give, but every other devices are getting, but this device is not getting. What the heck? What's your problem? So this has got Android, stock Android 6.0. Both are running Marshmallow. This has got almost pure Android experience. By the way, I like stock Android experiences. But you have got a customized MIUI 8 ROM in this, and I hate this ROM, so I installed a Pixel launcher. And speaking of updates, this phone would get a lot of updates quicker. And this phone, like I told you, I still didn't get MIUI 8 update on this device. They are telling they will launch, but I don't know when they will launch. And now speaking of conclusion part, I suggest you to buy this Redmi 3S Prime, or at least 3S, because this is a little pricier side. Because when you compare with the Redmi 3S, it is pricier, and when you compare with the Redmi 3S Prime, it is less pricier but lacking in features also. This phone is only for Moto fans, I think. There's nothing to elaborate. So that's it guys. I hope you like this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and comment about what are your opinions on these two phones and which phone are you using. So that's it. Tada guys.